What's up, Eagles fans? Welcome into the All-22 review. I'm Fran Duffy, and today we're going to look back at the Eagles' decisive win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Some of the things that really stood out to me on film, and we got to start with the performance from A.J. Brown. 6 catches, 3 touchdowns, 156 yards. Those last 2 numbers, career highs for number 11. What led to some of those big plays? Let's take a look at my 4 favorite catches from A.J. Brown against the Steelers. All right, let's take a look at some of the big plays here from wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see him lined up in the slot. This is his first touchdown. He's working as a vertical route. This is a dagger concept with the clear out running from number 3. You've got A.J. Brown. This ball looks like Minkah Fitzpatrick, who has been number 1 in interceptions at the safety spot the last 3 years. A.J. Brown undercuts it, does an outstanding job making a great play on this ball, taking the pick away from Minkah, who is upset in the end zone. Let's get now to touchdown number 2. This is a go ball down the right sideline. This ball perfectly placed from Jalen Hurts, outside shoulder, late hands from A.J. Brown. That results in a touchdown. Outstanding placement from Jalen on the go ball. And again, you see those late hands from A.J. Brown. That's something that he has stressed with reporters over the last couple of months since he's arrived here in Philadelphia. Now, a little bit later, very similar throw, different route. It's a stutter go route from A.J. Brown, but same part of the field, same kind of placement for Jalen Hurts. He's got a rusher in his lap, and he delivers this on a dime. Outstanding throw and catch. A.J. Brown, 3 touchdowns in the first half. Just an outstanding performance, but it wasn't just the vertical throws, because we know A.J. Brown can create with the ball in his hands as well. Let's take a look at what happens here. This is going to be a condensed formation, an empty set. This is a simple wrap concept. You've got the number 2 running a little hitch. You've got the in-breaker behind it. He's going to put his foot in the ground and get downhill 45 yards. He was upset that he got caught on this play, but A.J. Brown creating plays in a lot of different ways for this Eagles offense, winning at the catch point, down the field, outside the numbers, from the slot, after the catch. What else can you say about number 11? So outstanding stuff there from A.J. Brown. And one of the plays there is actually going to be in this cut up as well. One of the things that really stood out to me about the offensive game plan, a number of really impressive change-ups to fastballs that the Eagles offense have thrown over the course of this season. And that's what the bye week is all about. Find what you do well. How do you further disguise that for defenses? And then also, how do you mix some things up and do some different things that you have not shown yet on tape? I thought we saw a little bit of everything from this Eagles offense on Sunday. I absolutely love the design and the execution of this Eagles game plan. It's 3rd and short. What are you thinking? QB sneak. Everybody load the box. No, this is not going to be QB sneak. This is going to be a quick toss play to the perimeter. Watch Miles Sanders get the ball and get to the corner. You see Jordan Mailata. It's an unbalanced line. You had Mailata on the right side. He wipes out the linebacker. Just an outstanding block there from number 68. Great design from the Eagles coaching staff on 3rd down. Later in the game, it's 3rd and short once again. Is it going to be QB sneak? Is it going to be inside run? No, it's going to be neither of those plays. In fact, Jalen Hurts is going to keep this ball. This is going to be a tight end throwback play. Goddard wide open. You can see how open he is. He's able to create yards after catch. Eagles get another first down on 3rd and short. Outstanding day once again from the Eagles on 3rd down. Also in this game, another unbalanced line. Both offensive tackles off to the side. Pittsburgh struggling to get lined up, but this is just going to be one of their staple zone read RPOs, where it's just going to be a simple flat route from Dallas Goedert over to the left side. He's going to be wide open. All those white jerseys staring at Jalen Hurts. Again, they were trying to get lined up pre-snap. That unbalanced look with Jordan Mailata over to the right side, just enough window dressing to distract that defense. A little bit later, we're going to pretend this is going to be a basic RPO, right? We're going to throw the bubble screen over to the flat. No, stutter go. Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown over the top. His 3rd touchdown of the day came on a really nice changeup from this Eagles coaching staff. Again, a pressure look from the Pittsburgh defense. What has been the Eagles' biggest answer to pressure? These quick wide receiver screens, including ones to Dallas Goedert. No, we're going to pump fake that and hit Zach Pascal on the little leak route. Really nice firm touch pass from Jalen Hurts, timed up well. Pascal's able to get in the end zone. So many fun changeups from this coaching staff in Week 8 against Pittsburgh. They did an outstanding job of game planning, getting ready for the Steelers. Jalen Hurts and this Eagles offense outstanding against the blitz on Sunday afternoon. And one big part of that is the running backs and pass protection. I thought Miles Sanders was great against the Steelers. Kenny Gainwell chipping in as well. Here are a couple of my favorite blocks from the running backs in this game. The Eagles were outstanding against the blitz, and a big reason why, the running backs and pass protection. This showed up early in the game. First drive, watch Miles Sanders here pick up the linebacker Robert Spillane, does an outstanding job stepping up into the hole, keeping Jalen Hurts clean, and he's able to complete this pass to A.J. Brown on the right side. Later in the game, once again, look at Miles Sanders picking up the free rusher, coming in through the B gap. He's able to stand tall in the hole and take on this contact, allow Jalen Hurts to step into this completion to A.J. Brown on the right side. And then we're going to get one more. This is going to be another completion to A.J. Brown. This time, it's Kenny Gainwell. You got a double A gap look. You're going to have Gainwell cross key, get across the formation, pick up that blitzing linebacker Spillane. He's able to keep Jalen Hurts clean. He's able to step cleanly into this throw and deliver a perfect throw to A.J. Brown over the shoulder. The running backs earned it in pass pro on Sunday. And if you're going to do the dirty work in pass protection, well, you're going to pay off a little bit later with the run game, and that's exactly what Miles Sanders got. A touchdown run. The only red zone play from the Eagles in this game goes for pay dirt. Let's take a look at Miles Sanders' touchdown run, the only red zone play for the Eagles in this game. It came out of 12 personnel, Eagles in the shotgun. You've got basically two pullers on this play. You got Isaac Seumalo and Jack Stoll pulling from right to left. You've got a block on the play side from Dallas Goedert and Jordan Mailata on the D end, working up to the play side backer. Look at all the guys on the backside, eyes on Jalen Hurts, the threat of him keeping this ball, but this is a straight give. He's giving this to Miles Sanders all the way. He goes out the front door and runs for the pylon. He gets into the end zone. You see this from the sideline, and again, you can just see the threat of Jalen Hurts. What that does, he is a magnet for second and third level defenders. He's pulling those white jerseys with him. You have Dallas Goedert. He's blocking down. That pulled the safety closer towards the middle of the field. He's not in position to play here against Miles Sanders, and Sanders is able to walk into the end zone. Eagles reach the end zone on their lone red zone play of the day. All right, so we talked about the offensive changeups. What about the defensive side of the football? We saw a couple of stunts from this defensive line that resulted in some sacks. Let's take a look at what the Eagles did to get after quarterback Kenny Pickett. One big adjustment we saw from this Eagles defense on Sunday, the use of stunts and twists up front. First third down of the game, you see Brandon Graham lined up inside, Hassan Reddick standing up over the guard. This is going to be a three-man pirate stunt on the inside. This is very tough for the interior to handle, especially with it being an unscouted look. The Eagles haven't really run this at all this season. Hassan Reddick comes in clean. Josh Sweat there as well, coming off the edge. Outstanding execution from the Eagles defensive front for a sack. First third down of the game. The Eagles defense 1 for 12 on third down, getting Pittsburgh off the field. One more stunt here. You're going to see just a simple TE stunt. Hargrave working upfield, Josh Sweat looping back underneath. You're going to see that Pickett's got nowhere to go with the football, and Hargrave was able to close late in the play after being the picker initially on this one. Outstanding job from the Eagles defense executing on these stunt concepts. One defensive lineman that stood out particularly in this game was the former Steeler Javon Hargrave. Pressure, sacks, run defense, high motor, everything showed up here with number 97. Here are a couple of my favorite reps. One guy who really stood out in this game was Eagles defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, going up against his former team, the Steelers selecting him in the third round out of South Carolina State a few years ago. When you look at Hargrave, his ability to win both inside and outside with that quick first step. Watch the rush here. Reddick is able to get the quarterback off his spot. You see the finish from Hargrave, and not only that, but getting the ball on the ground. That helped really kind of seal this victory early in the fourth quarter for the Eagles. Great strip sack there from number 97. But it wasn't just the pass game, because you're going to see him hold up extremely well in the run game time after time after time. Low man wins at the point of attack. He resets the line of scrimmage. He's able to get into the backfield and help create this play, force the running back to stop his feet. Maddox, Epps, everybody else kind of flowing to the football. But that started with that initial disruption from Javon Hargrave. And then one more. This is something that stood out, not just with Hargrave, but Milton Williams, Hassan Reddick, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat, everybody, Brandon Graham. You saw outstanding hustle plays from this Eagles defense against Pittsburgh. And here, check out number 97 late in the play. You see the effort. You see the relentless pursuit of the football. That showed up with this Eagles defense on Sunday. I continue to be impressed by the middle of the Eagles defense. Linebackers, safeties. When you look at Marcus Epps, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, T.J. Edwards, and Kaiser White, game in, game out, those guys have been really, really strong, both in the run game and in the pass game. That continued here in this game. And my big takeaway from that foursome, I love what TJ Edwards did in coverage here in this game against the Steelers. I've always been a big fan of TJ Edwards working the middle of the field as a pass coverage defender. And you see here, this is just a mesh concept from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And watch how he just sits in the window against the sit route, takes this throw away, and it makes it a very difficult pass for the rookie Kenny Pickett. And he airmails this one again. Just look at TJ Edwards here. He sees those two crossers. He's passing one off to Kaiser White to his right, and he's just going to sit in that window. That's going to force this incomplete pass. That makes it a very difficult hole to thread for Kenny Pickett. And again, that one falls incomplete. But it wasn't just that play from TJ Edwards. Watch him here working over number 3. He's going to read this play, and he's going to sit on the seam, forcing Kenny Pickett to hold on to this football. That allows Javon Hargrave to get home for a sack. And again, watching this from the end zone angle, you're going to see TJ Edwards is locked in on this throw. He knows the concept that Pittsburgh's trying to run here. He's able to take this throw away, force the quarterback to hold on to the football, and it leads to a sack. A couple of plays later, you're going to see TJ Edwards once again show up in coverage. He understands this is going to be a stick route from the tight end, Pat Freiermuth, and he's going to play over top of this, intersect the catch point, and get the ball on the ground. He runs that route in front of the tight end, and he's able to get the ball on the ground for a PBU. Outstanding job from TJ Edwards on this play. And again, late in the game, you're going to get another simple example. Him running down the seam. He understands this is going to be attacking the middle of the field. TJ Edwards taking away this little stick nod route, gets up in the air, gets a hand on the football, and pokes it up to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He comes away with his 4th interception of the season. That is created by TJ Edwards working the middle of the field. His instincts, his ball skills show up time and time and time again in coverage. It's what makes him one of the more underrated players on this Eagles defense. So all in all, a complete team victory for this Eagles team. They advanced to 7-0 in Week 8. Short turnaround now for Week 9 against the Houston Texans. Stay tuned for more right here on the All-22 Review.